Good morning, everybody. This is Lorraine Alternative Homesteading. I hope everybody's doing well. It's going to be another hot day in the neighborhood. This is what the sky looks like here in eastern Kentucky. And here's one of my little kitties who ran out this morning, who realizes that it's really wet out here. The humidity was 97%. Yeah, 97% humidity. It's supposed to be 91 degrees today with that high humidity. Well, the humidity kind of burns off sometimes during the day. But for the past hour, exactly an hour, the local criminals, the very immature losers, have been engaging in a noise campaign. One such loser, we all know who he is, right? We already know who that loser is, the one with the black car and the pickup truck. He was hanging out after exiting his block, which I can't really disclose. But after exiting his block over there, just hung out on the county road, revving up his engine. Rev, 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 rev it up, rev it up. Making noise like a little 2-year-old. Like, wow, 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 look at me. I'm making noise. I need attention. I need attention. Could you give me some attention, please? But anyway, here's on a better note. Here's some sunflowers. And you can see the sunflowers have turned their heads. They've faced this direction because that's where the sun is coming from. I wanted them to face the other direction, but I know that the sun is not coming from that direction. And these are my berry shrubs right here that have been systemically burned right here. Red raspberries and black raspberries. But when I go over there, you can see that a lot of the branches have been sliced and burned to prevent the berries from growing and from prospering, because those shrubs should be everywhere. But they've cut them back to the point where they're going to stay maintained to that small space. But this is what the creek looks like now, because we haven't had rain in a while. I should say the creek behind my house. I call it a creek, but it's really a stream. And this is what the criminals have done. They've actually dug out the dirt here. That's not naturally occurring because the water never gets up that high. Never gets up that high. Never gets up that high. And then this is the 55-gallon container that's empty. It's completely empty. You see the way I'm wiggling it? Because 456 pounds of water have been systemically dumped a minimum of 14 times. The criminals came here and they sliced the bark off of this seat. They've done this to every one of my seats here. So what they do is they slice it, it starts to fall apart, doesn't look nice anymore. And this is what they do. So, oh, what are you doing here, little one? I just noticed my little ones are over here. Hi. Hello. These are the babies that were born of the Buff Orpington, the mama that was stolen. They're doing okay. The first few days, they were horrible after their mom was stolen. They were crying. They were lost. They were hiding under other birds that really didn't want them. But now they're getting older, and they kind of stay together and hang out, and they're exploring the property here. There's my little orange girl here. And this is what the creek behind my house, the stream, looks like now. Because not only didn't we have rain for a week, which shouldn't cause it to be this dry, but the perpetrators are on my property all the time. They actually steal and siphon water. So this has been a problem for the last this is going on 3 years now that they've been stealing water from me. So not only is it a problem that they steal the water here, but this is a shady spot. And I use this water to water my garden. And I also have a burn pit there. So I use this water. I'll fill up a bucket and bring it with me to the burn pit, just in case, something happens. But these criminals systemically dump the water, so I don't have it here to water my plants. It's significantly further away from the hose to be able to water them. And these criminals have also rusted the chain here. I spray painted this last year with Rust-Oleum, and they continue to make everything look old and ugly. Just for the record, folks, I have spent so much money on beautifying this property. Excuse me. I bought raised beds. I had a greenhouse here, huge tunnel greenhouse that they cut up, took down. I had 2 greenhouses here. After they destroyed one greenhouse, I went back to the manufacturer. They actually replaced the greenhouse for me. But they actually took everything down, and then what they did is they deliberately rusted it. They rusted it to the base metal here. This is not naturally occurring. So this is what they do, and you could see how it's done here. Right here. They want everything to look ugly. They want to make it appear as if the targeted person is not only crazy, but can't care for themselves or take care of their property, when in fact, all these criminals, like the one that just drove by, now 2 of them, 2 vehicles in a row. Yeah, that one lives down the block. They want to make it appear as if you're not caring for your property. Let me tell you what they've done here so far. I've had multiple bird feeders, hummingbird feeders, and they broke every one of them. Now, this didn't happen in New Jersey. In New Jersey, they didn't bother with those kinds of things. They were more concerned with the big things, like the inside of my house and my patio pavers and stuff like that. But here, because they've got so much time invested, so much money invested in me, in my property, in taking me down, that they have done everything imaginable. Let me show you what they did to my table here. Now, this table has been painted 3 or 4 times, and they have cracked the paint off every time. And look at what they did here. They sliced it. See, they cut it right here. Yeah. Hey, girl. They planted weeds all in this bed that was already raked up. I already raked it up, and they continue to plant more weeds here. And weeds in between here. It's just unending. It's unending. And these kinds of weeds are so hard to remove. But this is what they've done. And this literally happens within 24 to 48 hours. They planted a shrub here. I wasn't sure what it was. It resembled my blackberries and raspberries, so I kept it here. Oh, I just saw a frog, or some little bird was in here. And you can see I have rock here. They planted weeds everywhere. I'm not even going to touch it anymore. I can't be bothered. I spend way too much time. I have spent days, weeks, months, now years getting this property beautiful. I have burned and weeded around this fence, gotten rid of everything, and they have planted. They planted all this tall grass. I don't have this stuff anywhere. They planted it around the entire fence. The entire fence line, they planted it. It's endless. that's another reason why I want to downsize. I need a smaller property, one that I can easily manage. This is just too much. It's too much for them to destroy. And I'm only one person. There's just so much that I can do. So yeah, we're going to be downsizing. I might even go back to suburbia. Who knows? I might even go back to suburbia, the outskirts of suburbia, where I can have a few acres of land and still have my animals. Somebody made a good suggestion about just getting a really big house, big garage, some land, and you could have a lot of your animals. Well, of course, my cats, I have much fewer cats than when I moved here. My cats will be inside of my house this time. I won't be walking out in the middle of the night to take care of my cats. They'll all be inside. I will have a different security system set up as well, since I know what these criminals do. As far as my guineas and my hens, I can purchase a huge chicken coop and have a run. A run is like an enclosed section that attaches onto the coop. You can make it any size that you want. And a lot of people, what they do is they'll allow their chickens and whatever guineas to free roam during the day or part of the day, and then they go back in the coop, and then they go back into the run, and then they'll open the doors of the run at certain times of the day for them to wander around. And that's what people do in the suburbs, in urban areas. In urban areas, they might have a small porch or a deck, and they might have a small chicken coop out there. You know, not as many chickens as I have here. But here's Zoom Boy, my Zoom cat, I should say. Here's my Zoom cat, the one who was dumped here during the wintertime with Lucifer. You want to say hello? Huh? Want to say hi? Show them how cute you are. Say, I'm cute. I'm a cute cat. I am a cute cat. But I weigh a lot. Oh my goodness, when I have to pick him up, he's like a Whopper. I call him a double Whopper with cheese. He's so huge. I have to carry him like I'm carrying a 20-pound bag of potatoes. But anyway, I hope everybody's doing well today. It is really humid. Oh, and thank you all for your advice about the gopher dust, that you can purchase it online. That you're sorry that they're practicing witchcraft here, but they were doing it in New Jersey also. I've got a lot of documentation about that. In fact, Megs B interviewed me 3 times, and she compiled a lot of that witchcraft stuff, beautiful videos, and I have them on my channel. So if you go to my playlist for testimonies, you can see my testimonies there. On the last one Megs did, she only gave me the recording. I believe that she had been contacted at that time about me. It was after I moved to Kentucky, and I lost complete contact with her. And that's what they do. Several people I've lost contact with because these criminals even go after like the good people. So anyway, I won't start naming names because I could. Oh, look at this. This is so funny. Look at this rooster. Are you sitting on that cat cushion? You guys are so funny. Here, look at the babies. Look at them. Look, they're being trained to be big, full-grown guineas. Look at them. They're so cute. So cute. There they are. And now I'm photographing them. They're gone. They're gone. They don't want me to photograph them. Do you want to go back in the house, Zoom? Okay, anyway, this is Lorraine Alternative Homesteading. I'm going to sign off for now. I hope everybody has a wonderful day, and please hit the thumbs up.